So man, so gonna review trading for Thursday. Um, so 4 profitable days in a row, but I mean yesterday just being a slightly profitable day, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I really liked your trades in VRX and CSIC. So VRX is a healthcare sector, which is an in-play sector. Kind of had some like bottoming out action here, then a pullback to the midline. Now we're breaking above the swing high, kind of volume in the background saying pay attention. So once we're above that level, it's kind of looking for any, this would have been somewhere in here would have been my entry. Risk down to VWAP, and if you hold this for a trend trade, nice little chop there. At least like a 2-to-1 for me. CSIC, I saw this obvious level in tech sector, so maybe solar is kind of coming back into play. I don't know. Those were 1, 2, 3 touches, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's your obvious level, and then just kind of sideways in the daily. Really not trending, but obvious level as we said. So intraday is there really a solid entry for me here? Maybe you can call that like a flag. Maybe this little sideways consolidation. I mean, I don't know if there's really a clean entry for me in here, but if that's what you were calling out, then I see the daily chart setup. One that I wanted to, before I get into my trades, PBYI was just like another biotech healthcare. Kind of this long pull, like the run up on high volume, trading just near 52-week highs, and then a tight sideways consolidation. So just looking for a resolution of this range. Had an alert set, up above 83.20, and so we got this nice tight consolidation, price acceptance above the level. So I could have gone long anywhere in here. Let's say I went long here, I put my stop below VWAP. Risk like 50 cents for a couple hundred shares, and for holding this for a trend trade, maybe get out like somewhere like getting here right around 3 o'clock or just a little bit after. So that could have been a nice little chop today too. But I was holding Tesla long for most of the day. So first, let's just go through the thought process of why I was trading blue. So blue is a biotech. And long-term uptrend, higher highs, making higher highs, higher lows. Obviously, we just said there was weakness. Like you pointed out, this weakness on this bar. Saw this. This one definitely stuck out because I was trading it this day, long. And so these like a lizard tails coming back down is definitely showing supply coming in. And then we said this last day, close on its absolute highs. I mean, on very little volume. So maybe buyers are just using, as you like to say, all their firepower to just push it up as much as they possibly can. So setup is, lack of volume, kind of some background weakness. So when we get this naked gap Keltner, open, we could be thinking counter trend. So, what's my entry process? Well, I want to see, if we get the naked gap up, I love a test up and then a change of character down and short the first pop into VWAP. But I think I'm getting caught on like you said, like put your stop further away, and I think this is where I got caught out today. So did I have a good idea? I think so. So we open up, test up, okay, great. Change your character down, great. Pop into VWAP, cool. And then either I need to see like some sideways action like underneath VWAP, or if I'm going to short like right into VWAP, like I would get short right in here. So excuse me, let me put an arrow there for this. I did for Tesla, but I didn't do it for blue. So it was like 120, 65. 65 was right at about like 947. So right in here, and I put my stop just above this high at VWAP. So I was risking like $100, but in my plan now, it's like, okay, well, which one's further away? It's like VWAP further away or like the open further away, in terms of like Cove areas. So whichever one's further away, I'm going to put my stop above that one. So if I were to trade this one again, Instead of putting my stop, above this high, the VWAP, I just put it above the open, and like that would have kept me in the trade. Have to reduce size a little bit, but if I shorted right in here, I stop above the open, maybe 50 shares, and cover down here. I mean, it's like a quick 2-to-1. So that's all I was kind of looking for is a little scalp. I know counter trend's not something that I said I was going to focus on. So this is me not doing what I said I was going to do and not following the rules. So I think that's what a couple days of profitability, and I think I'm going to start being able to do everything. And clearly, like, this is where I dug myself a hole, like right off the open. But with that being said, I think I did at least start to develop a semblance of like a counter trend set of rules, maybe. So we'll see. Also, I was thinking about reducing size. Just like, if I normally risk $100 on a trend trade, then maybe only risk just like $50 on a counter trend trade. So anyway, Tesla, long-term uptrend, consumer cyclical sector, still making higher highs and higher lows. Recently had like a 5-day overlap. So I was just looking for a breakout to either side, and also if we failed to one side or the other, it's like thinking sushi roll. Wide range day is about like $20. This day was like 22. This day was like $20. So if we got above the all-time, we got above this range and then tested above the all-time high, there'd be no support or resistance above there. Intraday though, slide this back. So we opened up but tested down, so I like that. Broke up, I got alerted here, so we broke up above this level. And then I waited until we tested back down, so I saw all these like candles like closing up off their lows, which looked like this prior resistance was becoming support, like there was buyer stepping in right at this level. So I got long at 27 cents, 79.27 with my stop down below VWAP. So I had a risk about $2. But I knew that this was like a prior resistance area on the daily, and then 825 was the all-time high. So we started coming into it and making higher lows into the level. And as we tested the all-time high, we broke out but rejected almost immediately. Tested again, and so I got out like pretty much right in here, maybe like 50 cents. Somewhere right in here after we rejected the second time at the all-time high, because I just didn't want to give back like any more profit. So, I made like a little chunk in Tesla, definitely more than enough to cover my losses in blue. But the point being, if I just do what I say, like don't take my this counter trade in blue, which I'm not saying was an awful trade, just could have been executed better. But like then I have at least a little bit more profitable day instead of just a slightly profitable day. But I think the bigger picture here is I'm trading better setups. I still just only need to stick to trend trading. Like I knew, and I said this in my video yesterday. Is like I know I'm getting kind of like I can feel it like coming on. I'm just trying to be aware of it and not act on it. That okay, shit. Like I'm having some success. Like, oh my God, I'm trying to string together my 5th green day tomorrow, and it's like, or it's going to be tonight for me, and it's like, okay, I went from the polar opposite of being red every day to now like, okay, I'm just at least kind of green every day, back in black in the profitability. It's like, okay, what got you here? Stock selection, trend trading, managing your risk, all those things, and it's kind of the big deal. So just got to keep plugging away at these like trend trades. I do like to think, and this is probably just me justifying, and I know it is. I know it's just me justifying doing the wrong thing in blue. That I say like I made some rules, but I mean I did the wrong thing. Like it's counter trend is not in my plan right now. And also, the Tesla buy is within the 10 a.m. opening range. So, I'm not saying that all the best buys are within the 10 a.m. opening range, but it's just like, I think that's more of a fluid rule, like it's to really keep me out of these like other trades. Like 10 a.m. home range kept me out of a lot of trades. But like this one, when you kind of see like the entry pop up before 10 a.m., like I think it's one of those things that if it's there, that offers the best risk rewards. Why wouldn't you take it? Anyway, dude, like I said, I'm going to be out of town after tonight, so I will send you the video Sunday night, my time, when I get back, so it should be Sunday morning your time. Later, dude.